back on the Minecraft server, and I'm here for a 50 subscriber special, and I am going to show off an airport I built not too long ago. If you are a player on the Minecraft server and been on the creative server some, and you probably know what this is. I built it a little while ago, but I thought now would be a good time to show it off because it is a humongous build. So I'm just gonna fly around a little bit and show you kind of what's inside of it, or outside, not really inside, but yeah. So right over here we have Matthias Air, because this is the Matthias International Airport. If you can look at the sign right here, and I named it that because I'm obviously on the Minecraft server. And yeah, so now that you've kind of seen the whole build, I'll sort of describe what everything is. And yeah, so right there is the front entrance to the building, as you can probably obviously see. And there's a bus parked outside, which looks really nice. And I actually did a video on that yesterday. So over here we actually have a canopy covering the airport drop-off. Yeah, that's what it is. So I actually seen this in a few airports that I've been to. I haven't been to too many, but yeah, this is sort of a common thing. There's sort of this awning over the airport drop-off. So I decided to sort of mimic something like that, and that's what I came up with. And over here we obviously have the control tower for the airport, because you can't have an airport without a control tower. Plane crashes and bad things. So yeah, and planes. We have planes because it's an airport. No reason to explain. So now that I've shown the outside, I'm gonna go inside, slow down a little bit, and kind of give off some details. It does not have the best interior because I didn't know really what to put in an airport, but you'll see what I have in it so far. So there's lots of comments, lots of cake, lots of love outside, and because it's been here for a while, but it's not always been finished. I kind of finished up the last touches today, but I'll still gradually add on to it if need be. So once we walk inside, we can see the luggage drop off, so that we can pick up our luggage when we get off the plane. And there's 3 terminals for that. And over here we have a sort of the face of Matthias right here. And it was a detail that I added today because I thought this place was kind of plain. Actually, real quick, I'm gonna add something around that. Forgot. So I'm gonna put some railings around it so that people don't fall and drown in a 1 block deep puddle, of course. And that's perfect. So over here, this is the luggage drop-off and ticket booth, where you can get in lines for your specific plane. Like all the lines are numbered for specific flights and such. So you go over here, you drop off your luggage, and there's actually an entrance to the back room to the luggage area, and you'll see these conveyor belts going around and getting put onto the luggage carts over here, which I thought was a pretty interesting detail that I added. It needed to be done because, I mean, it's not a functional airport if you can't have that. So if you go up the escalators, you have this long hallway where this is like the security checkpoint, and over here is the employees area to the control tower. And since we have the functional elevators, if I press this button, I will get brought all the way to the top of the control tower, which is not decorated as much as you might think, because I honestly had no idea what to put in it. I think I have like one desk, yeah, one desk with 3 computers on it, because I didn't know what to put up here. Actually, now that I think about it, I could put in some control panels. I might do that after this walkthrough, but yeah, so that's really all I have in here. And if I go down, you get this wonderful view of the airport. And yeah, so let's go to the security checkpoint. over here, so you have this sort of box right here. I don't know if any of you have been to an airport, but there's usually this security checkpoint box where they'll randomly select someone and put them in a box for a pat down. And right here is a conveyor belt so that they can scan through your items, and there is obviously a body scanner. So yeah, this is how the security checkpoint works, and that's what you usually go through if you ever go to an airport. And over this way is the waiting room for the airport, and we have a little coffee stand over here which I finished up today. You have your coffee, hot chocolate, and frappe dispenser. I would have added a little bit more, but I needed to get this video done. So yeah, so you can order your coffee when you're getting on your airplane really early in the morning, because that's usually a time where people wait for their airplane early in the morning so that they can catch their flight. So you go over, sit in the seats, turn in your ticket, and then you're invited into the airplane. And only a few airplanes are here right now, so if we go into 2, I can show you the inside of this. This is the blue and white and black airplane. Yeah. And this is the second one that I decorated. So you go over here, we have the pilot area where the pilots can drive, and inside we have the airport, or the airplane. There's seats, and there's sort of like these containers on top where you can store your luggage if you're bringing your luggage on board, and laboratory in the back. I think that's what it's called. Well, I guess I can just call it a bathroom for now. And yeah, that's pretty much all to an airplane, because I mean, not much else to an airplane. And that's really all for the interior to the airport. So I'll go through a few details on the outside. Each airplane has it's pretty much like a normal airplane, and it has little jets, and over here you can actually see the cart that loads the luggage into the airplane, which I thought was a nice detail that it should have been added, because, well, how is the luggage going to get into the airplane? And right over here we have the little carts, or the conveyor belts, where they can throw the luggage on from airplanes that have just landed. And right over here on the other side of the landing pad, runway thing, we have large gas tanks, which I made later on when I made the airport. This is something that I thought would look cool, because airplanes need a way to get fueled, so we have these large canisters to fill them up with. So yeah, I think that is pretty much it for the airport. So if you liked the video, please leave a like, and if you want to see more, subscribe. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you next time. I missed like a quarter of the airport. I don't know how, actually. I really don't. So over here is the sort of mall area that you'll find in an airport, and like this is the sitting area if you want to eat your food while you're over here. And right here we have Paddy's Pub, Irish pub, and if you don't know, we have like this sign plug-in, so that's how he's getting these signs to work. And yeah, so this is a really nice looking pub. I didn't build anything in here except for the one unfinished build. So, well, I mean the shops I didn't build. I actually did build a lot of the things in here, but the shops I didn't build except for the KFC, which I'll get to in a moment. So yeah, so we have this Irish pub, and we have these really cool looking bushes in the middle. And by the way, this is the entrances to the drop off for the airport. So this is what you're going to be faced with when you get inside. And right over here we have a chocolate thing where they sell chocolates, which is really nicely designed. I believe this one's by Sorelli. Yeah. And this one is Cool Con. And over here we have the ST store. I don't even know what that's supposed to mean. It used to say Apple Store. And this is made by Stereo. And we have a really cool selection of nice phones and Mac stuff that you can choose from. And the last one is the one unfinished build. I'm not proud of it. Not even done yet. But it's a KFC. And yeah, not even close to done, as you can see. So that's really it for this part of the airport. But I thought it looked really nice, and it was one of my favorite parts too, besides the runway. I think that was my favorite. But yeah, so anyways, like I said before, I do all that other stuff, and I will see you next time.